Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. I have to say that Jimmy Baca does not need a speech. When you look at elected officials and public servants, actions speak louder than words. And Jimmy has always acted with action. I'm here once again this year the same way that I was with City Island last year with Jimmy. Last year, I lived in the Southview section of the Bronx. I live in the Southview section of the Bronx. And the Firehouse where I live was being threatened to be shut down. And while City Island was also on that list, and many people here saw Jimmy Baca fighting for Ladder House 53 here in City Island, Jimmy Baca was always also with us in Soundview. This year, the Firehouse where I live at is not on the list, but the same firehouse, the Firehouse where Joel Rivera, the councilman, represents, the majority of the city council, and there's a third one on the list in the Bronx, in the Mount Haven section where Councilwoman Maria del Carmen Arroyo lives, and where she represents. Those are on the list. And Jimmy Baca is here tonight, and we're here with President Cassidy and the members of the Firehouse, of the Firefighters Union. But Jimmy Baca is also with Mount Haven, and Jimmy Baca will also and has been at Crotona, and Jimmy Baca has been in the other 17 firehouses throughout the city of New York. All that to say is that Jimmy Baca gets it, and we get it here. We know the issue. We know that there in City Island, there is difficult to get here because of the traffic that's here. We know that many homes since over the last year would not be up if it were not for Ladder House 53. We get it. The mayor doesn't get it. The mayor continues to either put lives at risk or even worse, play a political game. And what he's doing is creating this anxiety among many of us who believe that when you speak of budget, there should be sacred cows. We should protect our seniors, we should protect education, and we should protect the public safety. And to put people's lives at risk, you don't play politics with that, Mr. Bloomberg. Mr. Mayor, you do not play politics with the safety of our seniors and our children and families. And by the way, Mr. Mayor, there are other ways that you can look for this money. It shouldn't only have to fall on Jimmy Baca and the majority in the Bronx delegation and the city council. There are other ways in the budget. There's a $65 billion budget that is being proposed. A lot of that money, especially in the area of education, is being misspent. We're speaking of $55 million here to save 20 firehouses throughout the city of New York. And if, Mr. Mayor, you're doing it because you're trying to get Jimmy Baca's attention or the majority of Rivera's attention so they can give you something on another issue, well then shame on you, Mayor Bloomberg. Because if that's the case, that's even worse. To play politics and to do so with your money. You're the taxpayers here. What are we talking about? We're speaking about public dollars that you pay in property taxes and in so many other taxes. And what do you want? Just to make sure that you got that security of the men and women who have time and time again proven to all of us that they are willing to put their lives at risk to save not just our lives, but also our property. And so as the borough president, it warms my heart to be here today, to see the majority leader here who represents the Crotona area of the Bronx, the Central Bronx, to be here with City Island with Jimmy Baca, because when it's all said and done, ladies and gentlemen, no matter where you live, we're all one Bronx. Right. No matter where you're at. I'm here to say that if it's good for Crotona, then it's good for City Island. If it's bad for City Island, then it's bad for Crotona. And so we're here to speak in one voice. Yes, we're in City Island today, but we are Bronxites, we are taxpayers, we are hardworking, we deserve it. Mr. Mayor, stop playing politics and let's fund our firehouses. Thank you all for being here tonight.
Thank you.